Go ahead. Start. Begin.
What about water?
Water will be.
She's on Reddit. It says that we need to look like poor hippie backpackers.
For water, what I'll do is I imagine that I'll carry a gallon of water in my pancake bag.
You're not going to carry any water already.
And in addition to the gallon of water, I will carry a water filter. So if I happen to run out of water and my only source available is like a river, a stream, or even worse, a puddle, I can use the water filter. If I don't have a water filter, I will use a small pot and boil the water so that I can drink it.
How much is that pen? That water pen?
It's like $20 for the Life Straw.
Yeah,
I used it with my friend Elliot when we were hiking, and it really was delightful.
Me and you would share that.
Yeah, I'm recording it right now.
Oh, we're recording. Sorry.
It's okay. What's the next?
Have you biked anywhere long distance?
I biked from Vancouver, British Columbia to Phoenix, Arizona, which was 2,000 miles. That was the longest single trip I took. I also did a few multi-hundred-mile trips through Arizona and in California.
I think you should gain 20 pounds.
I think that gaining weight won't really be a problem. You work up quite an appetite when you're biking long distance, and you can easily go through 20,000 calories in a meal. And I remember when I was biking, I actually kept a bag of cookies on my handlebars and would just kind of munch on them throughout the day. That's how many calories I was going through.
Are you biking in the day or night?
I like to imagine waking up pretty early, biking throughout the day, and having a siesta when the sun gets hot. So taking a break for a few hours when the sun's at zenith, and then continuing on into the night until we find a nice spot to camp, and camping there.
Do you have a schedule?
The schedule seems to be around September. September, we're going to Arizona, and we're going to stay there for maybe 2 weeks. Sounds good. And then we'll begin our trip through Mexico. And no real schedule. I want to I want to do like an easy pace for the first couple weeks so that we can develop our bodies, and as we get stronger throughout the weeks, our days will get longer and longer. So that's my schedule, is what feels good to us as we do it.
Are you eating carbs?
I was talking about the cookies. We're gonna eat so many carbs, and we're gonna want to eat so many carbs.
You can put this on our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
What highway are you taking in Mexico?
Oh, I haven't navigated, or I haven't chosen a route through Mexico yet. The question really seems to be.
I want to go to Tulum.
Yeah,
I want to be in Mexico City for Dia de los Muertos.
It seems like we're going to be following the Gulf side of Mexico down for the most part. But I haven't chosen a route yet. We still have time. We have to decide what port of entry we're going to use to enter into Arizona also. But
I think Nogales.
Nogales? Is that...
Nogales. Nogales.
Nogales, is that south of Tucson? I mean,
yeah.
That's near Tucson. That's kind of what I was figuring too, is that we would go from Phoenix to Tucson and then from Tucson into Mexico. But I haven't done too much really detailed mapping. I've done some climate maps and looked at that and times of year that I expect to be in different regions and what I thought the weather would be like.
Why are you going to Tulum?
Why are we going to Tulum?
Because it rocks.
There might be sloths
and
there.
By rocks I mean ruins.
Oh, there's ruins there?
Yes.
Cool.
And spiders.
I like spiders.
I like them. Where is the end point?
We haven't decided the end point. I want to go. The original plan for the trip was to go
What
from.
is this?
It's from Melanie's room.
Are you ready to order? Wait, can I use your Amazon account? I don't know.
I want to go to Buenos Aires. There's a Vipassana in Buenos Aires. I just looked it up. Send it to your friend.
So the end point could be the southern tip of Argentina, the very southernmost part of South America. But Alexis only wants to bicycle for a year. And so I think that what's most important is that we really get involved with the culture. We learn a lot of Spanish. We have a lot of good experiences and learn more about the regions that we're going through.
Podríamos bailar aquí. Can we dance here?
See animals,
Bailar.
learn geography, learn
Club.
anthropology and culture. That seems the most important because bicycling is, we're going to be doing a lot of that regardless of the end point. So basically the end point is wherever we are at the end of 1 year.
What if your passport gets robbed?
That'd be really bothersome. I suppose we'd have to go to an embassy and get another passport if we lost ours. However, if anyone's worried about us getting back into the United States, it's actually illegal to prevent a United States citizen from entering the country. They can detain you until they find out your identity, but I can't imagine it would really take that long for them to figure out who we were.
What if all your secret pockets fail and everything's taken?
If everything's taken, we'll need to rely on the kindness of the people around us, which throughout my travels I've found that people are pretty nice.
What's your backup plan?
I don't really know what that means. Backup plan to what?
I don't know. Being stripped naked.
Not being stripped naked? I suppose that's my backup plan to that, is to not have it happen.
You have copies of your cards and IDs, and you taking any cash, and what if you don't have cash and your card is stolen?
We'll definitely always have cash on us. And I'm sure we'll have different cards. We'll have multiple cards. I have one, Alexis has one, if not more than one. And so yeah, we'll have cash and cards. If those get stolen, then we'll have to contact our banks and have new ones sent to us. Things like that. If you were to lose your card in the United States, same sort of stuff.
When a 400-pound man is on top of you, how does yoga fix that?
When a 400-pound man is on top of me, I suppose I would probably rely on some of my other skills and not my yoga.
When a big guy is grabbing you and stripping you, how does yoga fix that?
It's like this.
Graham, help. Ayuda.
And
How will you access your money?
through ATM machines.
You're gonna eat avocados for your energy.
I love avocados. They have about 300 calories per avocado and 4 grams of protein. I think avocados are great. They have a lot of fat.
Me? Noodles is fideos.
Fideos?
Fideos.
That's going to be an
Fideos.
important word
Noodles.
for me to know
Fideos.
because I eat a lot of
Los
those.
fideos sur la refrigeradora.
What about a fedora?
Para usted no refrigerador.
Oh,
Frigo.
refrigerador.
Sobre el frigo. Es los fideos. Yes.
Was that all the list?
What about water?
I think we already talked about that. We already went over water.
That's all for today.